Communities both big and small across America are experiencing an unprecedented affordable housing shortage. It's why some state and federal leaders are implementing a wide range of policies in an attempt to build more housing.
So we've heard a lot from people who are really interested in creating housing, developers, architects, property owners who say, well, my building can be used for this if only we can get some of that red tape out of the way.
To remove that red tape, the Advisory Council on Historic Preservation, based in Washington, D.C., is pushing to revamp old historic or vacant buildings and turn them into living spaces across the country. They recently established a policy statement and a set of principles local governments can use to revitalize these spaces.
Well, I think the key principle is that we think historic preservation and affordable housing can go hand in hand. So we think that through federal government incentives like the historic tax credit, property owners can continue to create housing units in older buildings and also to rehabilitate existing housing units where there already is housing. We also think that state and local governments need to have partner incentives, whether it's tax credits like the federal government uses, or perhaps tax deductions, or even grant programs for historic housing.
Bronin says a prime example of rehabilitating a historic property is the Appleton at Spring Flats in Washington, D.C. The 100-year-old building sat vacant for over a decade before nonprofit developers completely renovated the property, transforming it into affordable housing for seniors.
But there's 88 units, 75 of which are one bedrooms and 13 which are two bedrooms. We've, received nothing but warm welcome from the neighborhood.
Jeff Blackwell with Victory Housing says finding a solution like this to address affordable housing is needed.
But it can be a cost-effective and it can be a way to do community development to actually bring the building back to its historic nature, as well as to make it safe for the public. And stabilize communities.
Transforming historic buildings does come with challenges like building restrictions. It's something Bronin admits they're working to address.
Sometimes in the preservation world, in the past, we have looked at a building and said, this can't be touched, this can't be changed. But the reality is for buildings to be reused, for them to have new life, we need to make sure that the material fabric can be changed. And so what we're doing at the Advisory Council is in our work with federal agencies, we are trying to update those, might say, outdated principles about how nothing can ever change, and to ensure that all of us agree that, especially on the inside of buildings, especially where things that are not historic.
If you're interested in finding out if historic buildings in your neighborhood are being rehabilitated, Bronin says check with your state and local government.
So I think starting at the local level and engaging people in your city hall or your town hall about these questions might be a great place to start.
With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Caresse Jackman.